Welcome to
The Layered Tribe,
where we're unmasking blend reality. Happy Wednesday, Layered Tribers. One of the words that keeps coming up in my research and in my mind as I'm reading through things as a secret weapon for collisions, battlefields, and drama is grace. And how applying grace in volatile moments can not only de-escalate things, but it can help you on your road to building to be better. But what is grace? According to the dictionary, it's simple elegance or refinement of movement. Like an example of she moved through the water with effortless grace. It is courteous goodwill. At least he has the grace to admit his debt to her. To help understand what grace looks like in action is courteousness, politeness, manners, good manners, civility, decorum, decency, proprietary, breeding, respectfulness, consideration, thoughtfulness, tactfulness, diplomacy, and etiquette. So when you think of these things, if we are to be graceful in times of conflict, that takes a lot of restraint. And so I was just like looking at what does it look like to be polite in the middle of things, and what does it really look like? What can I do to show grace? And here are some ways. Forgiveness. When our feelings get hurt, not lashing back and letting it go. Forgiveness is letting it go. Not, what is it? Forgiving, not forgetting. But it is letting it go. Another way would be to be present, to be others, and be supportive. That is to be acting in a graceful manner. Is when we can be supportive of those that are now part of our layered tribe. To be understanding that everybody's trying their best. To be understanding that everybody wants the best. For the most part, there are some weirdos out there. And I think it's up to the parents to let the kids know, hey, we're all trying our best. And sometimes we just need to be graceful and understanding of that fact. Don't respond in kind. It kind of goes along with being understanding and forgiving. Just because somebody, and it's so funny because I tell my husband this all the time. I mean, sometimes, I don't know if you grew up with this, but I grew up with, if I am rubber and you are glue, whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. And sometimes when my husband and I get into very heated, debated type conversations, one of the things he likes to throw out is, well, you do it too, or you say it too, or you did it. And I'm like, what are you? And then I go into my, well, you know what? Well, you too. And I am rubber and you are glue. And then, just to kind of be like, this is not having an adult conversation here. This conversation is taking a turn, and I can go there. Don't get it twisted. I can go there, but maybe we shouldn't. So not responding in kind is a little hard to do because I think that pettiness is definitely part of the name of the game when it comes to layered tribes. So let's not be petty. Let us all work to be kinder. And I realize that kindness is a thing that we don't do. Grace is a thing that we don't do in our culture today. And so this is not normal. This is not easy. So being kind and not doing tit for tat is another way to be graceful in a layered tribe situation. Extend encouragement. There is so much discouragement in our society today. When was the last time you said something encouraging to somebody? When is the last time you offered words of encouragement? Other than to obviously your very close friends. But if you see a kid that's struggling through something, or even just to have a good day, it's easy to love people that we like and that we love and that we have a relationship. It is hard to be encouraging and to be kind and to be loving to people we're forced to be in a layered tribe with. So going out of your way to show encouragement will help on that. Serve others. Another way of applying grace in your layered tribe situation is to be servant-minded, to serve others, to use your talents and gifts to help the people in your layered tribe. Now, is this always received with open arms? No. But is it still good to do? Yes. And so always, I guess, as part of building the relationship, always be looking for ways to support, encourage, and serve the people, kids, and parents in your layered tribe. Patience. So I have this thing that I do when I talk to my husband and my daughter, and they'll like, "Oh, are you ready?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." They call me Jenny Ready because I'm always ready. Or they'll say, "Have patience." I'm like, "Patience?" They call me Patience because I'm so patient, and that both of them are just like, "Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not." Patience is also something that we do not have a lot of in this culture, and we are not getting any better with everything on our phone instantaneously, with everything. We ordered Instacart the other day and we had our groceries in 30 minutes. And my husband was like, we couldn't have walked out of our house and been back in 30 minutes with the groceries because of where the store is in comparison to our house. And I was like, you know what? There are no lies there. We are not in an environment that fosters patience. And so we need to work to apply patience. And lastly, humbleness. Being humble, being okay with stepping back, being okay with putting others first, being okay with going the extra mile for others will go a long way in creating the nice, cozy home that and family that you envisioned. I think, a lot of these layered tribes start off with great visions, great hopes, great dreams, not really understanding that yeah, it's going to be struggles, it's going to be trials. But if we apply grace in the volatile moments, in the collisions, in the battlefields, in the middle of the drama, just stop, take a breath, and see how we can apply grace. That's going to help us in our journey. Before I sign off for today, just wanted to remind you that we do have our website, lairdtribe.com, and has activities and resources for you and your tribe. And don't forget to subscribe. Ciao, bye. It's Modern Woman Wednesday. Today's topic is for all women. We're talking about self-care. I know holidays are here. We're in the middle of it. It's stressful for everybody. So I just wanted to do a little reminder of 10 ways that don't cost so much money. I love the videos where all these influencers are like, here's my self-care routine. And it's this elaborate video. I'm going to actually link to this lady's video. I love her because she just kind of makes fun of how these influencers are like, this is my self-care routine, and then she like tallies it up and it's like $1,000, $300, or $500, just for this one self-care moment. But I'm gonna go down as quickly as I can a list of 10 things for you to do for self-care. Number one is block out time, whether it's daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. If you don't block out the time to take care of yourself, you're not gonna do it. Take care of yourself. Block out the time. Make yourself a priority. Number two, ask for help. Express your needs. Whether it's your family, your kids, your spouse, partner, friends, community, ask for help to not only give yourself time, but also to lessen the load. It doesn't make you a lesser person to express that you need help. As a matter of fact, it takes an extremely strong person to say, hey, I need help. Tip number three is say no. Don't say yes to everything. Recognize the signs when you're starting to get stressed. Recognize when you're starting to hit your limit. Recognize when you're starting to burn out. Protect yourself. Start saying no. And you don't have to apologize when you say no. Yes, we have our social graces when it comes to saying no. Oh, no, I really wish I could. Whatever makes it the most comfortable for you to do it, then do it that way. But still, hold your boundaries, say no. Number four, speaking of boundaries, set boundaries at work. With technology and devices, we're always on. We always are getting those emails. We're always working, gone are the days where you could only work at the office, that everyone has the ability to work from home. It has kind of bled into this expectation that people are going to work from home. Set boundaries. Don't work after a certain time. Be present with your friends and or family. Live life. Prioritize life. Set boundaries with work. Yes, we all need to work. Yes, we have bills to pay. Yes, we need money. But set some boundaries and hold them. So I can count, and this next one is actually 5 and 6. Take yourself on a date. Number 5. I love going to the movies by myself. And I enjoy it because I don't have to coordinate with anybody, agree with anybody, have discussion around, do we want to go, where do we want to sit, da 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 da. I enjoy doing things by myself. You may not. but also just try it. You may. Instead of waiting around to coordinate a schedule to do something that you've always been wanting to do it on your own. Take yourself on a date. Pamper yourself. Do an activity. Go to a restaurant. Go for some drinks. Do something on your own by yourself that you want to do. Tip number 7, do nothing. We don't know how to do nothing. I think it would drive us mad to do nothing for too long. But I challenge you to do nothing, because even our do nothing nowadays is scrolling on social media or having the TV go, Netflixing or binge watching Netflix. This is all still stimulation. Like back in the day when people would just sit on the front porch and just chillax. Sit on the front porch, sit on the back porch with nothing on, just you and nature. Take a walk, do nothing, try it. Tip number 8 is visit a friend or family. Women need women, and we are energized when we are able to visit with a good friend or family member. So take this time to do that. Take this time to visit your good friend or family member. Make the time. We're very busy and it's really hard to make the time. But this is a reminder, you need your girl time, so make it happen. Number 9, read a book. It's so hard to read a book. I cannot read a book very long without falling asleep. So it takes me a while to get through the book. My sister-in-law can slam through books. My husband can slam through books. I don't understand it. I can't slam through books. I used to love reading before I had my daughter. I used to read a lot, actually. I would read, I love mysteries. I used to be able to boast that I had read everything on my bookshelf, but I can't say that anymore because now I kind of feel like it's 50-50 of the things that I have read and all the things that I need to read. So if you like to read, or there was a time in your life, set the time and read a book. And last but not least is journaling. I have tried to do this off and on in my life, and I think it's kind of cool, but I kind of But you can make it an event. Put some light music, a candle, and just make it some you time for self-reflection and just care. Use pretty journals. There's a million pretty journals, millions of pretty pens. Learn calligraphy, write it all in calligraphy. But yeah, write a journal. And so those are today's top 10 reminders. We all know these things, but these are just little reminders of things that you don't always need products for self-care. Sometimes it's these kind of actions that preserve your energy, your vibe, your spirit, your resources, just helps you. With that being said, I have to do an honorable mention, is exercise. My sister is like, exercise is my therapy. I couldn't do without exercise. Clearly, I'm not that way. I'm like, exercise is torture for me. But if you're one of those people that love to exercise, you get that endorphin boost. I have exercised. I have lost a lot of weight in my life, and I have never been like, I got that endorphin boost from exercising. I don't know. I don't think my body registers that. If you're that person, then do that. You can exercise as part of self-care, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, whatever you do, take care of yourself, you strong woman. Don't forget, we'd love to hear from you. We welcome comments, testimonials, thoughts, questions, or rants, either by submitting a form on our website or leaving a voicemail at 281-946-9886. This is Jenny, and I wish you strength, grace, and wisdom as you continue this tricky journey with your modern layered tribe. Bye.